July 5th, 2026. Actually, for Marcel, it's Monday, July 7th, or sorry, Sunday, July 5th. It's Monday, July 6th for you right now, because it's like 5:15 in the morning for Marcel. So we were planning to do the podcast earlier, obviously, but they delayed the game by an hour. I believe the kickoff was pushed back, which you didn't know about until I told you. You're like, oh shit, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But we just watched that soccer game. And again, you guys know I'm not a huge soccer guy by any means, but I mean, I watched the game and it was a good game. I will say that, especially I'm a little salty because Canada got kicked out, not kicked out, but eliminated. I thought they did play really well, I think you said they did too, Marcel, this year.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, but a good match just now, obviously, but yeah, we were both watching it and like, bro, we were like, fuck, please don't go to like extra time and kicks. Like it could have been another hour of sitting around.
Yeah.
So glad that didn't happen. I just tweeted it, by the way. I'm gonna retweet it. So
I'll retweet this one.
I don't know how many people are still up. Obviously, we appreciate you guys that are in the chat. It's late. Marcel, of course, for you it's really late, but you're hyped up because the game was good. So
it was a good game, man. Yeah, it was. I enjoyed watching it. So it's always good.
All right, cool. Yeah, tweet it out. It's good to go. Let me get some comments here from the guys in the chat. There's a few people here. Tristan's here. What's up, brother? Glad to have you here. Holland sending England packing. Who's your prediction for that match, Marcel? That one, the Norway versus.
Oh, I might pick Norway there, man. I wouldn't be surprised, to be really honest. Haaland's good, and the thing is, like the English know Haaland obviously because he plays in the Premier League, in England. So, but that's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. That's the only reason why I wanted England to go through, because I want to see England against Norway. But if not, I would have preferred Mexico, Norway. But listen. England, good team, but those fans a little bit too cocky for me, But maybe a lot of people think that about the Dutch as well, But was a great game, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, a couple other comments here. Craig, what's up, brother? Glad to have you here, Craig. I was talking to Craig last night. He just got back from a trip. So you haven't been in the plane yet. Craig just went in the plane for the first time ourselves. So there you go.
Okay.
And he said he had a great time. So. You're gonna have a good time too whenever we go to Vegas one day, Marcel, and watch a fight and then go to the strip club after.
I only have to book 2 seats, but whatever.
Get Alex Perez to pay for one. He already told you he would, so there you go. And we'll talk about Alex a little bit later because he has a fight booked. So we'll do the preview for the UFC 329 card, guys, and then we'll do the podcast. And bear with us because it's a little late at night. I am pretty tired. And I know Marcel is obviously, so we'll try our best to get through this, but I'm a little bit tired, unfortunately. What's up, Sign Collectibles? Glad to have you here, bro. Glad to have you here. Cole's here. What's up, Cole? Marcel has to call it soccer now that Canada made it for the Netherlands. Yeah, it's not football anymore, Marcel. That's why I put it on Twitter today. I go, football.
Yeah, Cole can suck my dick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he'd like that. I was just joking. Birch, what's up, brother? Glad to have you here. Antoine, what's up, man? Yeah, I think it's the least we did. I mean, again, Marcel, it's fucking 5 a.m. for him, but even for me, I'm tired, dude. Marcel, it's coming home. 3 lions on the shirt. I don't care about soccer.
That's such an annoying song, dude.
No, of course, Antoine. I like doing this, man. RDA versus Connor back in the day. I think I was going to pick RDA because he was like on fire back then. I probably would have picked him. His wrestling was. I remember that fight when he had with Pettis where he completely like dominated Pettis, Marcel. That's where I was like, holy shit, this guy's good.
Well, this is the last time I was really, really ill, and I went to bed after the co-main event, which was Joanna against Gadelia, I think.
He woke up
and I was like, Pat is probably going to win this one. So I wake up, I see the decision, Rafael dos Anjos 50-45. It's like, what the fuck? I actually didn't expect that. So,
that's
not going to lie.
Our boy John's here. John, what's up, man? We appreciate you, bro. Of course. All right. Don't waste any more time. Let's get into this, guys. All right. Well, let me just set this up. All right, Marcel. Well, I always ask you like your thoughts on the card. And then we got this comment just from Tristan. I agree, Tristan. It is kind of crazy. Connor's back, right? I feel like like the ticket sales are crazy, but I also feel like I don't know. Like I feel like there's not a ton of hype. I don't know. What do you think? I feel like there's some hype, but not as much as I thought. I would say that. What do you think?
I feel like, listen, man, it's kind of like 50-50. You got these hardcore Conor nut huggers who like everything they read about him and see about him. And you got the more like, how do you say it, more like neutral kind of people, who watch MMA and are like, this guy hasn't fought for such a long time. What can we expect, Is he was already on the decline a little bit when we saw him last time, how will he fight now, So it's a little bit in the middle. I think you asked about the card. I think it's overall a decent card. I would People ask me, is this better than the White House? I don't think at all. I think the White House had much more hype behind it and had much more important fights on it. There were some important fights on this one, but all the White House card had pretty much every fight that was on it, besides the Chandler against Rufi one, was pretty important to the division, I think, And for this one, if you look at the card in its whole, I think Brandon Royval against Kavanaugh is pretty important for the division, Santiago Bautista is, but BSD Pimblett, but all the other ones are not really that important for the divisions, So it's like, yeah, and obviously the main event, but I mean, you know what I mean, Adam, it's for me like the White House had much more stakes to it than this one, but it's a good card. I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, they can't all be MVP MMA, Marcel. They can't all be as good as that card. So, because we know the UFC fumbled the bag, right, Marcel? They fumbled. So, out of 10, I would say like 7.5. Is that fair? Is that a fair assessment?
I'll go with 7.
Yeah, I always go. Come on, you guys have been watching long enough to know that I'm always half a point higher than Marcel. The guy's he's always sleeping on these cards. No, I think 7.5 is fair. And again, hopefully I'm wrong because I hope it's a 10, like the White House card, which I really think was about as close. Although you said 9.5, you fucking bitch. You never go 10, never 10, Marcel. With you, you're always.
The problem is and I will explain this to the people. It's not because I'm a bitch. Yeah, I'm a bitch, but not because of that. It's like, if I go 10. And there is a card which is even better. Do I have to go 11? You know what I mean?
Well, you go 9.75. You could do that.
So I always go if it's if I say 9.5, you pretty much can see it as a 10. You know what I mean? So
fair. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, I kind of feel with this Berja. I kind of feel that way as well. What's up? Oh my God, Zach. Well, you're gonna see this all week. I will say that. I've already seen the comments. I put an article about Gable, and already the comments were like, "You're hyping this guy up, Marcel." Like, people are gonna go crazy this week.
Bro, did Trent Rainsmith already post something about it?
Oh God, he's going to. Yeah, that sucks that Ewing Basharat fell off. But Marcel, we do have some breaking news. You want to say like the fight? We'll talk about it obviously, but go ahead.
I mean, Basharat is now fighting John Mobley Garza at 135, and John normally fighting at Fury. He had the fight planned for August, but he's stepping in on short notice. Still 135, by the way.
Yeah, it sucks Ewing's out though, because I mean, we're high in Ewing on this podcast. Like, I think that kid could be a champion. I really think he's that good, personally.
Yeah, he's good.
Last comment, last off topic. I love Antoine, man. He's the man. Last off topic comment. I guess. I mean, you like
he's
him.
Definitely a top 5 striker in the world. He's really good. I mean, listen. Just check like how many games he played for Norway and how many goals he has. He has more goals than games he played. That's nuts. That nobody has that pretty much.
Yeah, probably best Connor card. Aside for 205. Yeah, I agree with that, Cold. Usually it's like kind of a shitty co-main event. But anyways, we're back, guys. So, and Lazy Bed, what's up, brother? Oh, Fight Talk's here as well. Glad to have your brother. And Zach. Jason House. That's funny. All right. Last comment, last off-topic question. I don't have a favorite, but I know Marcel likes that hot sauce. He's tried it. But I don't have a...
I mean, the hot sauce is like, you got 3. So you got the normal one, the very hot one, and the Cajun one. The Cajun one is the best one from Dustin.
There you go. I haven't tried it yet, but I'll trust Marcel. I'll trust your judgment on food, dude. Yeah, I'll just say that.
You should. I mean, I think Cody Haddon also have a hot sauce now. I think he recently. He actually announced that yesterday. So Cody Haddon has one as well.
Zach doesn't like GSPs. That's funny. All right, let's get into this, guys. We'll start with the first fight on the card. Work our way down. So first fight it's kind of a newer fight because Ode Osborne fell off the card, so then Alessandro Costa came in on short notice to fight Cody Durden, and Costa, I believe, is a decent favorite here. He is, minus 255, Durden plus 215. Well, I mean, Durden looked good against Fio in his last fight. I didn't expect that. I don't think many people did. He was like plus 500, and he dominated him. It was a great performance. So I'll give Cody a lot of credit there. But I mean, Marcel, you know what I feel about Costa. Like, I think this guy's one of the best, like, unranked guys in the UFC. Really, like, Yeah, I think he's great, and he might be ranked now. Actually, I think he is now, right? I believe he is. Let me double check that. I think he might be in the
I
meta
don't know, dude.
rankings. I don't think he is actually, which is
Those
interesting.
meta rankings don't even matter because
No, he's
UFC
not.
is
He's not
still
ranked.
using the.
Yeah, he's not ranked. But anyways, he's one of the most underrated guys right now. I think in that division. I like Cody, but it's like he had a good performance, man. But I don't know. Like I can't trust him here, dude. Even with the short notice for Costa, I think Costa finishes him. Honestly, I think Costa's that good. I've Costa by TKO in the second round. That's my pick. What do you think?
So Dan Levy, if you're listening, just close your ears for a couple of moments. Yeah, I like Cody Durden a lot, man. I think he's an underrated guy, but at the same time, I think Costa is an underrated guy as well. It's a short notice fight for Costa, but Costa's pretty much always ready to go. Same goes for Durden, by the way. Durden takes pretty much every fight the UFC offers him. The funny thing is, like, actually Durden was on the T-Mobile on the UFC International Fight Week card against Ode Osborne, and he took a short notice fight last time against who was it again? Fill me in. This last fight he won.
Who? Cody?
Yeah, Cody Durden. Who he won against last fight? Upset win.
Oh, the Philo.
Jeff Alfilo. Sorry, I forgot the name. Jeff Alfilo, the pastor. So he took that fight on short notice while he was already booked against O'Day. So when he won that fight against O'Day was still standing for this event. So he's also a guy who takes short notice fights. It doesn't matter. I think we'll be competitive, but I think Costa will be able to win the rounds he needs to win. I'm taking a decision win for Alessandro Costa. I think Cody can get it to 50 minutes, but I'm taking Costa.
Cool. Yeah, we'll talk about Gable. Antoine, you're always jumping ahead, man. I love you, though. We'll talk about him in a few minutes. A bunch of guys talking about Gable. I get it. People are going to, they're going to tune in to watch this guy. What's up, brother? Glad to have you here, man, from Hawaii. I mean, you're behind us. It's probably like 7 o'clock for them or something, 5 o'clock, something like that.
I think it's going to be bigger than the White. Yeah. You want to know we were picking between Kamaka against Luke Riley, You
think it'll be bigger than the White House card? Maybe. I mean, it's going to do a lot of views, but the White House card is just such a better card, and I don't know, man. I think it is. Anyways, by the way, our boy Paul, I'll give you credit, Paul. You called it, man. So of course you called it. It was your team. So.
Also, guys, if you know where we can get this music from the White House, the CD, feel free to message us.
I want it. I mean, like, listen, like the streaming part's cool, but I want that the cover of the Johnny Cash song. It was so good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. Yeah. As you guys know, 5:25 p.m. or so, and you're 5:25 a.m. That is crazy. Yeah, you guys were literally 12 hours apart. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, it might be, Tristan. It might be. All right, let's get to the next fight here. We got Ryan Gandra taking on Zach Reese. Odds for this one, Marshall, I'm not going to lie. These odds are surprising me. -125 Gandra, +105 Zach Reese. Dude, I thought that Gandra would be a much bigger favorite. I will say that. Go ahead.
So the thing is, like, and I actually talked to Chris Connor about this fight. I think that the bookies also see that the wins Gandra has are not very high level guys.
Wait, you mean Jose Medina's not a good win? I'm joking.
No. So, and also the guy he beat at Contender Series isn't amazing, So the thing is, like, if you look at Zach Reese is pretty much hit or miss, I feel like, He is pretty decent, but he also had some chin issues in some of his fights, He just lost to Michel Pereira, which was a super close fight. I feel like I could have got his way. I'm going to go with Gandra. I have to pick Gandra here because of how he looks so far. The thing is, this can be like how the cool kids say a fraud check, if he loses here. But I don't like to use that word, but it can be because I think Gandra hasn't fought any great opponents yet, but maybe he's really good, But the thing is, like, if he knocks out Reese in the first minute, also, then I'm still like, what can we know about this guy? It's pretty much like Iwo Baraneski, you know what I mean? So I'm picking Gandra. I'm picking him by finish, first round, TKO. I'm picking not KO, TKO. Doesn't matter. It's still the same, but I think he finishes Reese. But I wouldn't be surprised if Reese is able to overcome adversity and take over, because we haven't seen Gandra going longer in the UFC,
Well, he'll have to survive the first round, and I don't know if he will, to be honest with you. I mean, we've seen Reese get knocked out a couple times.
Yeah.
You're right. I agree with what you said about Gandra's level of opposition. Pretty bad. I mean, Medina's not a good win at all. And the other guy too on Contender. I still got to pick him though, Mark. I can't pick Reese. Like I said, I thought the odds would be higher, and I think they were, and it went down. Let me check what they opened at. I think it was higher. It opened at minus. Oh, yeah, no, Okay, so did they? Oh yeah, actually, they screwed it up because they opened. I remember this when BetOnline opened Reese at -225, but now it's obviously where it should be because I think that Gandra should be the favorite. I believe.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah. Though they fucked the odds up, and I remember people were trashing them in the comments. I think BetOnline does that on purpose sometimes, guys, like just to get people to talk about the odds. Like they're going to be like, yeah. Even if it's bad, it still gets people talking. So then people are going to go to their website, click on it, and then they change the odds quick anyways. They change it within 5 minutes anyways.
Yeah.
Paul, appreciate that, brother. You're the man. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that, brother. Congrats on the win, man. Yeah, a lot of money coming in. All right, let's go to the next fight here. We got. All right, so this is the new fight that Marcel talked about. Farid Basharat taking on John Mowgli Garza. Okay, full disclosure. I mean, I'm not. Zach is in our chat. Zach, you tell us more about Garza if you want the child. Read your comments. He's a Fury FC guy, so Zach watches every one of his fights. So is Alex Bahunin. I'm not super familiar with the guy, but I will say this: like, I think Basharat's a good fighter. He's got tons of experience on the UFC. He's undefeated. Good wrestling. I think he wins a decision. That's what he does. That's what I think he does. I was going to take Ethan Ewing, full disclosure, to beat him. I was going to take Ewing to potentially win a performance of the night bonus because I think it could have been like one of those breakthrough performances on a huge card. It sucks that fight's off. I was really looking forward to that fight, Marcel. I'm gonna, again, I don't have the best read on this guy because I don't know enough about him, but just my blind pick would be Basharat by decision. And again, I only read about this literally 2 hours ago when you broke the fight, Marcel. And I texted you 5 minutes. I'm like, dude, do you know the opponent? You're like, yeah, hold on. And he just tweeted it. So you got confirmation, thankfully, and put it out there. So that's my pick, Basharat by decision. Let me just read Zach's comment, and then I'll do you. Zach says, yeah, decision. So Mowgli's he's a flyweight, right? Typically, I believe. So that's what Zach's saying. So
I was going to pick Basharat in the Ewing fight, and I'll pick him also.
You were going to pick Basharat against Ewing, really?
Yeah.
By decision, I guess.
Yeah. And I keep picking him here also by decision. He's not going to take any risks, I think, and he shouldn't. I know you can say, like, guy comes in short notice, first UFC fight, you should be able to finish him early, At the same time, this guy is talented, I feel like, and why would Basharat risk, I think he's number 15 in the normal rankings and number 10 in the meta rankings or the meta rankings, whatever you call it. Meta, yeah, I don't give a shit. But meta.
Marshall's hungry again.
Yeah, you think about meta all the time with somebody under your table. But I'm picking Basharat by decision, man.
Yeah. By the way, Zach, I just checked. I mean, his fights were a bantamweight, unless I'm missing this. So, he's going to flyweight at the UFC level. Yeah, that makes sense. He could drop a little bit of weight. Yeah.
Did you watch LFL earlier tonight?
No.
So this Noah Blyden guy, he beat the guy with the Americana submission in the first round, and then Robin Black interviews him. He's like, "Congratulations with your win. What do you think?" He's like, "I think he will not jerk off tonight."
That's great. Robin's my guy, man. The Canadian, God, Robin used to be in a band back in the day. I don't know if you've heard his.
Yeah, he's a rock band, right, or whatever. Yeah.
Robin's the man. All right, let's go to the next fight here. We got Damian Pinas taking on Cesar Almeida, Marcel, and odds for this one have Pinas -210, +180 on Almeida. Pinas, he's Dutch, right? Like he's from Aruba.
He's Surinamese and you're Aruban, but at the same, but he speaks Dutch, So
right.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, I mean, it's a fun fight, right? It's a fun fight. I'm actually intrigued by this fight because like it's two strikers. So Cesar Almeida obviously has a really good striking background. He had some really good wins in Glory. He looked. What was the fight? Dylan Budka, where he got like taken down, but then got back up and then destroyed him. Had a close loss to Kopylov, beat a couple guys that aren't very good, and then kind of got dominated by Oleksiejczuk's brother Cesar in the last fight where he got dominated in the ground. So it's interesting because like really his losses, Marcel, where he gets taken down, right? So if on the feet, he's gonna have the ability to knock this guy out. But I will say like Pinas is a damn good striker and 14 years younger, dude. I mean, that's a huge discrepancy, 14 years. So he is a lot longer too. And obviously, he's just a lot fresher. I mean, he hasn't had all those kickboxing fights where he's taking damage. So I got to go Pinas by knockout, but I will say like, it's an interesting fight because it's two strikers. So like, maybe it has a lot of Marcel. Would it surprise you if this guy came out and like just showed the levels to the striking? It wouldn't really surprise me, but I still have to go by knockout. So
it's an intriguing fight because like you said, you have two strikers, But yeah, I also feel more for Damian Pinas here to win. Pinas has looked really good so far. Almeida hasn't looked bad either. But at the same time, like, he's kind of an older guy, and he's been knocked out before. We saw it against what's his name again? Jesus.
Who?
I forgot. I don't care. I forgot. But
Who got knocked out? Who got knocked out?
Not knocked out. I mean, he lost. Yeah, he lost. He lost to Kopylov. Kopylov. That's what I mean. Yeah. So we've seen him lose before. I mean, Kopylov is kind of a good opponent, if you compare it to
top 15, I would say.
So and Pinas hasn't fought one of these guys yet. So, but I'm picking Pinas. I think he has more raw power. I'm picking him by knockout first round, actually.
Me too. By the way, did you take Gandra by knockout or decision? Sorry, I forgot to write that
down. First round knockout as well.
Yeah,
TKO,
that's what I had too. Okay, cool. Yeah, Robin, bink. I remember we used to do those things on Twitter. We know Marcel has some Damian Pinas. Marcel loves the Pinas. Marcel loves it. Is Zachary's ever UFC caliber? I mean, he's in the UFC. He's winning, but again, Jackson McVeigh was destroying him before that finish, and he's been knocked out. Bakoyev knocked him out. He beat Julian Marquez, but Marquez retired after, I think. So I don't know.
Talking about Pinas, did you talk with your favorite number one fan a lot?
What's up? What's up, Justin? Glad to have you here, man. Dude, come on, Justin. You're at every event, dude. You're flying around the world, brother. You're my guy. Justin we live vicariously through Justin. He's at every fucking event, so you better be going, man. Maybe the prices will drop by Saturday, hopefully. Pull the trigger. That's hilarious. First fighter from Aruba, is he? I don't know. He might be. I'm gonna Google it.
Possible.
I'm gonna ask Gemini. First UFC fighter from Aruba. Let's see what they say. Yes, it is. First guy. There you go. Good call, Antoine. There you go, brother. Antoine Smart. I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. All right. Let's go to the next fight here. Marcel, your favorite fighter in the world, Tracy Cortez, returns against Wang Tong. Odds for this one. So the odds are kind of jumping around here, but it looks like Wang's going to end up as a slight favorite. She opened as an underdog. I wish we could have had her at dog money, but minus 115, Wang Tong, minus 105, Tracy Cortez. I know you're not a fan of Tracy, Marcel, so just go ahead and trash her a bit because you're just not a fan of her, dude. I know you're not.
We got the two hype girls from the UFC against each other, wrestler against striker, pretty much like grappler against striker. I haven't been really impressed by Wang Tong, to be really honest, And the thing is, she got a lot of hype in the UFC. She challenged Valentina after her second fight or whatever. I think she's decent, but overall, and they actually wanted to make her fight somebody else. I cannot say it here, but that would be even more nuts. What did it make sense? So, she fighting Cortez. Cortez comes off that loss against Blanchfield. She won that first round, but then she got finished. The thing is, I think she can grapple against Wang Tong here, and she will be able to win at least 2 of the 3 rounds that she wins by decision. So Tracy Cortez by decision for me.
Well, I'm going to give you a dog pick there. Okay. She's minus 105, so she'll count as a small dog. I'm going to go with Wang Tong by decision. I think it'll be a close fight, but I think she's made some improvements with the grappling, and she can keep it standing. She's just a better striker. And I got to be honest, man. I think Tracy Cortez is coming to the end. I just feel like she's going to be mentally checked out if she loses this fight. She's going to go and have one of these, Twitter videos, and she's going to just belt down after this, Marcel. That's what I think is going to happen, honestly.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a shit about the fight at all. I think both girls have a lot of hype by the UFC, but I don't see it. They both been
kind of disappointing, I think, a little bit, Tracy, I thought she looked better 2 years ago when she came into the UFC. When she beat Jasmine, I was like, okay, there's something here. And then she's kind of just, to me, the fight with Rose, Marcel, where she was getting taken down, that's just a bad look, in my opinion. And then
I'm still laughing when she got a punch and her eyelash flying off.
Yeah, that's funny. She's an okay fighter. She's okay. But I think Wang Tong has made more improvements. And yeah, that fight with Gabriel Fernandez, though, Marcel, Michael Chandler's girl, when she got finished, Jesus, that was still one of the biggest upsets, I think. I'll get a couple more comments, by the way. Zach's doing the Pinas Wang parlay. That's fucking hilarious. Oh man, yeah. Heavy media pass. I think we do get. I think we do have a media pass, but I mean, I'm not going to Vegas for that. I don't think they're going to pay us to fly out there.
By the way, can you remember that fight announcement when Taeyong Bang was fighting Leo Kunz? This was like Bang Kunz.
Of course I can. That was the one where he bet on him, where he actually was supposed to bet. He was supposed to lose. He was Kunz was plus 400, and all these. I think these this gang members, right, in Korea, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't they like put all this money on Kunz? But then Bang's like, fuck this, I'm going to win the fight. He won by split decision. And then he ended up going to jail anyways because they found out he was.
I actually have a picture with Bang,
That's awesome.
in Hamburg, yeah.
Beatrice saying England player Henderson broke his arm during celebrations and got stretchered off. That's
what
funny.
The fuck?
Well, I mean, he didn't see it because he's on the podcast. Check it after, Marcel. Check it out.
He's a guy who got the yellow carded while he was like on the sideline. That's Henderson, and he played at Ajax like last year.
Santino, I think he's still training? Okay, interesting. I thought he retired just to bet on the fights, but that's interesting. Tracy versus Page and Power Slap. It's gonna happen. I completely agree. That's what I'm saying. Like I think it's coming to the end soon with Tracy Cortez. Like I think she can win fights, but I just think it's coming to the end. That's my opinion, Marcel. If she loses this fight, I can see again having a complete meltdown where she posts this long ass Instagram message talking about how she needs time off for her mental health and stuff. Like I don't know. Listen, she's gone through a lot in her life, obviously, with the brother passing away, and she talked about that in Contender. But then this whole publicized relationship with Alex Pereira, I don't think that helped. And then Brian Ortega too. Like she dated two high profile UFC fighters. Like you're in the public eye, and I think she does like the attention, but also like. It's hard to deal with, Marcel. I wouldn't want to deal with that attention. Fuck that, because everyone says she's the hottest fighter in the UFC, right? So there you go. Marcel, no comment, right? There you go. Yep. Zip. Unless you have something good to say, don't say anything. Right? That's what my mom always said. All right, let's go to the next fight here, Marcel. We got Luke Riley taking on Kamaka. This is a fun fight. And Luke Riley is the favorite, minus 280, plus 240. Our friend from Hawaii is not going to like me for this, but I'm going to pick Luke Riley. But I will say this. I think it'll be competitive, and I think he wins the decision, not a knockout. Kai's tough. Kai, he's one of these guys, again, Marcel. He's kind of like a Davey Grant, right? He fights for your money. He'll fight for your money. And I think he'll last the 3 rounds, but I think Luke Riley's just a better striker. Cleaner, faster, younger. I think he wins the decision. Go ahead.
Don't believe this guy. Before the podcast, he told me that Riley is going to absolutely stars Kamaka. So no, he never said that. I'm just kidding.
Decision for
yeah. I mean, I listen. I love Kamaka. You know that he's a good dude. Riley is like a typical guy the UFC tries to build as well, and they give him a guy here in Kamaka who I think is stylistically a really good matchup for Riley, and I'll tell you why, because Kamaka loves to engage into a fist fight, and he's hittable, and listen, I mean, I love Kai. I cannot pick him in this fight because Riley, if Riley hits you, he can put you away, so I'm going with the decision here, but I think this is a really difficult fight for Kai. I'm picking Riley by decision, so yeah.
I mean, he's one of these guys the UFC's trying to build up, right, Marcel? As you know, they have their favorites. He's one of them.
Yeah.
Tapology, I think they do have the most up-to-date. Nolan King, I believe, is the one who updates that. So he's the guy. Kristen thinks Kai could win by split, maybe. Yeah, I agree with you, Daz. He's kind of like Dan Ige for this division, like a tough up-and-comer. And I'm glad he's back in the UFC because I think he had that great fight with Dakota Hope, which that could have been fight of the night. I think it should have been, but it was first fight, and I don't fucking think Sean Shelby and Hunter Campbell were watching it. I really don't think. You know what pisses me off? I don't know if you heard Dana White. He was talking about this a little while ago. He was like, "Oh, we have a group text, we have a group chat. We're like talking about the fights and like, oh, that was a really good fight. What should we give the bonus?" I don't even think they're watching sometimes. I really don't think so. So kind of pisses me off because it's like that's their job, but whatever. Yeah, I think so. I think Basharat by decision in that one. So there you go.
Me too.
Riley leaves the chin on the platter. Ooh, yeah, it'd be interesting. Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's go to the next fight here. We'll go to bantamweight division, Marcel. We got Adrian Yanez taking on Cody Garbrandt. Yanez minus 410. Cody plus 340. I can't pick Cody. I will say this: we picked Cody in the last fight as a dog, Marcel. We had the consensus dog, right? With that fight, I think we got lucky, dude. With that
got very lucky, yeah.
Because honestly, he could have still lost the fight even with that low blow.
I think he lost all 3 rounds, to be really honest. So.
But I was happy. I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah.
I don't like this fight for him, dude. I don't like it at all. And I feel like the UFC, they knew that Yanez beat Ricky Simon. That decision was like just terrible. The judging, I think that judging in that card was in Seattle, I think, was horrible, right? Bro, this is you know what? You talk about the end. This could be the end for Cody. I could see him getting knocked the fuck out, unconscious, and like this could be the end of his career in the UFC. I think Cody's one of these guys. I could see him go to bare knuckle fighting or something like that. I could really see him doing it, Marcel. Or just regular boxing. I think he's getting knocked out here. I'll say second round knockout, maybe. What are you thinking?
I'm also picking Yanez in this one, no surprise. I think the thing is like with Cody is like, I think he's still decent, but the thing is he's chinny, and we've seen that a lot of times. And Yanez is going to strike and bang with him, But the thing is, like, Yanez has been put away as well before, but not against, like, I got to pick Yanez. I think it will be a banger. I don't think it goes to decision. I think Yanez finishes it probably in the second round.
Same as me, yeah. Could it be first round? Could he just like go out there and knock him the fuck out?
It's possible. It's possible, I think, But it's going to be a fucking banger, I think.
Yeah, really, Antoine, you like Cody? Okay, Cody's he's a good boxer, but his chin's dust, dude. I think at this point, unfortunately. All right, let's go to the next fight here, Marcel. This is the one Zach wants to talk about. Gable Steveson taking on Elisha Ellison. I mean, this fight's a joke. Obviously, it's minus. Want to guess the odds? You want to guess?
Minus 1,500.
Minus 3,000 at Bet Online. Cloud Bet has minus 10,000. That's the one that Zach's boy Rob Nakamura works for, and John Ko. The Korean guy, minus 10,000. So
Jesus,
yeah, and then plus 1,500 on Elisha. I mean, this fight's a joke. But here's the thing: like, I would have given him someone better, honestly. Like, I think he could beat guys in the top 15 right now. I think he can, guys. He's going to destroy this dude. This fight will last. I think actually it'll go under half a round. I think this fight ends within. I'll say within a minute. Honestly, I think he takes him down immediately and knocks him out with ground and pound within a minute. I would say the bet to make, guys, for this fight would be fastest finish on the card. This fight's going to last really like quick. It's going to go really quick. It's not going to last very long. Fastest finish under 2 minutes. Under 1 minute. This is the easiest fight they found for him. It's kind of a joke. It's like, what's he going to learn from this fight, really, other than just getting his feet wet in the octagon? He's not learning anything from it. They did drop him from the main card to the prelims. This fight's a joke, dude. I mean, Ellison, I feel bad for this guy. He had Pericic and now Steveson. Holy shit, brutal. He gets destroyed here.
I feel like it's disgusting matchmaking, and you know what? I always say, like, in the UFC, I expect only like minus 300 is the max I want to take, for a favorite being in a non-title fight, Listen, if you have, for example, we had Amanda Nunes before against whoever was fighting her, and she was a minus 1,500, minus 2,000 favorite. It's okay, because it's a champion fighting a challenger, But this is not okay, in my opinion, And Dana can say whatever he wants. It's horrible matchmaking. KO Elisha Ellison. It's not going to keep longer than a minute, I think, So Gable Steveson by first round knockout, in my opinion.
This fight's a joke. It is minus 10,000 for a reason. Well, Justin, maybe I take it back because Green McKinney's not going to last very long either. So, and that was the funny thing is that replaced this as the main card opener. I remember when we saw that, I was like, Marcel, they changed the card. You're like, holy shit, they took Steveson off the main card because they're trying to give him the rub. Obviously, he's Listen, the truth is, guys, you might not like this guy, and he might be a really bad guy. I don't want to say for sure. I think he's going to be UFC heavyweight champion. I will say it's in the destiny. He will be a champion one day, for sure. Go ahead.
I'm still, if I hear the name Gable Steveson, I'm still laughing because, like, with the Keith Chillen story is like when he got the gold at the Olympics, Keith was tweeting like, "Oh, I hope Gable goes to MMA. He will be a champion there." And then Gable blocked him.
That's funny. That's funny. He was the one guy doing it.
Yeah.
Gable didn't even consent to change. Oh my God, Zach hates this guy so much. Zach hates him, dude. That's funny. Whittaker, it's you know what? He said that he's okay with it. So with the prelims, but I mean, he should be on the main card, obviously, but he's in the prelims, and that's the fight right now. So let's go to it. Main event of the prelims, we got Robert Whittaker, Bobby Knuckles, Marcel, the Reaper, making his light heavyweight debut against Nikita Krylov. It's a fun fight. I like this fight, and Whittaker minus 145, Krylov plus 125. I think those odds are pretty accurate because, we just don't know what he's going to look like at light heavyweight. Like, to be honest, man, we've seen the pictures. He looks small for this division. I will say that, right? But maybe the durability is going to be a lot better. And maybe it's a good move. And like, he's not the only middleweight, Marcel, moving up RDR is moving up. What's his name? The guy fighting Roman is moving. Yeah, he's moving up. All these guys are moving up, right? And then all the 205ers like Rockich and Johnny Walker going to heavyweight. So it's like everyone's moving up a weight. As the years go on, I think people are realizing like you don't need to like cut all this weight because it actually makes you like less durable, and it like really hurts your career longevity because you're cutting all this weight. Marcel, I've always had a problem with the weight cutting. I see these videos of like even Topuria, like where he's just killing himself and all his old teams around him. He's got the towels and Marcel is just horrible. So I think it's a good move for Bobby at this point of his career. I think he's 35, 36. So it's interesting. I will say that I remember when he moved up to middleweight originally, he fought Clint Hester. Do you remember that guy, Clint Hester? I was like, this is horrible for Whittaker. What's he doing? He's going to get destroyed by Hester. And he fucking destroyed him and he won the belt. So I don't want to doubt this guy anymore. I think he was the favorite in that one. I want to say. Listen, like I think Krylov's a good fighter, right? He's been in the UFC a long time. He's put himself in 2 weight classes, right? He went to heavyweight and then down to light heavyweight. He's a bit. I know he beat Modestus. That was a good win to get that knockout, but he's still chinny to me. He's been knocked out a bunch. I think Whittaker could actually knock him out, and I think I don't think this fight goes 3 rounds. I think it's going to be a war. I actually think it's going to be a war, Marcel. I will say Whittaker knocks him out. You agree?
So I've been going back and forth about this fight because I think it's really difficult to pick here because Whittaker going to 205, and the kid at Krylov. I mean, he got the win last time, but I still think he's kind of declining. But maybe same can say for Whittaker, So it's really difficult to pick here. Gut feeling, I'm picking Whittaker. I'm not sure. You pick him by finish. I pick him by decision. I think he wins 2 of the 3 rounds. So
I'll write decision for you. Cool.
All right.
We'll do the picks at the end. You got a couple of comments. Yes, 290 was amazing. That's the one where I went with James and Alex Bahunin. So that was incredible. That was Volkanovski versus Jair. You also had Moreno versus Pantoja. Robbie Lawler knocked out Nico Price. My boy Jesus Aguilar knocked out that guy Shannon Ross in like 10 seconds. That was so crazy. Dude, that knockout was one of the best I've ever seen. Yeah, it was 290. Yeah, it was crazy. So amazing card. I was glad I got to it. Yeah. Do you think Krylov's too slow? I think so. I think Rob's going to knock him out. I think so. But Marcel, it's his decision. So here we go. All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have the opening bout of the main card, and it's a fucking good one because we got King Green taking on Terrence McKinney. And this fight, this could be the fastest finish. This isn't going to last long, probably.
Yeah.
Probably won't last more than a round. I'd be shocked if it went past a round. Listen, don't ever pick McKinney by any sort of decision. Like, he never goes to the decision. He never goes past a round. It's not going to happen here. Odds for this one have Terrence minus 140, Bobby plus, or King, I should say. It's not Bobby Green anymore. He's still in my heart. He's Bobby Green, but King Green plus 120. I'm kind of going back and forth on this one, dude. I really want to hear your thoughts. I'll give you my thoughts quickly. At first, I was going to pick King Green as a dog, right? Because I think he's looked amazing. He really has looked great. And he's one of these guys, Marcel, again, he fights for your money, right? He's one of these older veterans that he comes to bang, right? But the hands being so low, being so hittable, dude, I think it's a recipe for disaster the more I think about it against a guy like McKinney who's just so explosive for those first 5 minutes. Terrence knocks him out, dude, I think Terrence knocks him out, and I'll give you my prediction, Marcel. Terrence McKinney finally gets a performance of the night bonus, finally, for the first time in his career, in the biggest spot in his career on the opening this main card bout. I'll say Terrence by first round knockout within 2 minutes, just like Gable, really quick. Go ahead.
I was gonna swear on Bobby on King Green probably, and Green has to probably snipe him to get him out there, But I don't see it happening, I think Terrence puts on the pressure and probably knocks out Green. That's what I think happens, unless Green is able to get the head movement good, and is able to punch him through it, and so it's gonna be either one. Either one will win by knockout. I'm picking Terrence here. I don't know about that bonus, dude. I hope so. He deserved one for a long time ago. I don't understand it. I mean, and if I think if I would ask him, he would probably say like he earns enough. Because he's a really polite guy. If it comes to that, but he deserves a 100K bonus. If he wins by knockout. So I'm picking Terrence here. Yeah.
He has 8 finishes in the UFC and 0 performance bonuses. 8 wins in the first round. That's insane. The fight with Matt Frivola, he should get a bonus for. He took that short notice. And I picked him here. It was plus him.
Yeah, I remember that.
Plus 250 underdog, and he knocked up Matt in, was it 7 seconds? 8 seconds. 7 seconds. So
yeah, of course.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Lazy Ben. Yeah, hit
I
that
know
like
things,
button.
Adam. I know these things. 7 seconds, Adam. I mean,
Hit that like button. I will say this: Abdul Rockman Yak, whatever his name is, the guy that you think gets squash matches, that should have been 4 seconds. That fight was over as soon as he punched your boy Julius Walker. That fight was over. So, yeah, I agree. Someone's getting knocked out. What do you think about a submission though? Is it possible Terrence could submit him?
It is, but I don't. I think they're going to try to knock each other out. That's what I think.
I think so. There you go. Nice. Yeah, Terrence Benoit was great. Let's go to the next fight here, Marcel. We got an absolute fucking banger, and you know what? This is my pick for fight of the night. Brandon Royval against Lonnie Kavanagh. This fight's going to be amazing. I love this matchup. Lonnie Kavanagh minus 220, Brandon Royval plus 185. Great fight.
Is that a fight you get a stiffy off? If you think about it,
a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's you
love these little guys, right? You talk a little DM a lot with little guys. You know, I know.
I think it's a great fight, man. I think it's fight of the night. Yeah, I mean, Lonnie Kavanagh looked amazing against Brandon Moreno. Like, I think Moreno's washed. I will say that, right? But the fact he beat him 5-0 or so, 50-45 in Mexico. Yeah. On short notice too, wasn't it? I think it was short notice.
Incredible. Yeah, he was supposed to fight. I think he was supposed to fight Bruno Silva 2 weeks later, actually in the Apex, and he took the final shot.
It was amazing, and he looked good against Charles Johnson before he gassed and got knocked out. True. So the kid's very impressive. Yeah. Royval's amazing. You know, he's a gritty guy. This fight's going to be a fucking. I wish it was 5 rounds. Actually, to be honest with you, I wish it was 5. I just think Brandon's a little bit hittable, man. I think Lonnie's a sniper, dude. I think he's going to win a decision here. I think he'll just be a cleaner striker and win a decision. But I want to hear your thoughts because I know you're a big Royval guy, and he's the plus 180 dog, right? I'm going to go with the favorite here, Kavanagh by decision. Are you taking Royval? You're taking Royval, aren't you?
It's a really difficult fight. Yeah, by the way, I'm picking Royval.
Yeah, so there, I knew you were, but it's not an easy fight. But you know what? Maybe the value's on him because it could be closer. He's plus 180, Marcel. So
I think it will be a close fight. I think it will be definitely something like 29-28, you know. But I would be surprised if Kavanagh wins. You know, he has been looking impressive so far. Sure. You know, I don't think Royval finishes him by strikes or anything. So I think he will go to decision. But looking forward to it, man. This should be a good fight, like you said. Always, like the flyweights, always bring the fire. Like I said, you love the little guys. I love to watch them as well in the UFC. So, yeah, great fight.
It's a great fight. Yeah, I mean, he's taking so much damage, Royval. I really do think so. Does he get knocked out? I mean, Cop knocked him out. I don't know. I think Lonnie probably wins the decision. My pick. We all like Royval here. I mean, the guy's just an exciting fighter. I kind of agree with him. I think clean performance. Yeah, you're right. Maybe if he gasses, but I don't think he will. I think he learned a lot from that fight with Charles Johnson, dude, because he looked otherworldly against Moreno. Like the fight against Moreno, amazing. Yeah, I think it'll be one of the fighting night candidates for sure. All right, let's go to the next fight here, Marcel. We got another great fight. The main card's really good. I will say that.
I love how you skipped Birch's comment. I love it.
Where? What comment?
The last comment.
What does he mean though? What does he mean by that?
No, I said I love the little guys at the UFC. I said, I said specifically at the UFC because you always love little guys. You also outside the UFC, so
I'm going to go through that computer and smack you in the face right now. So you better shut your mouth. I'm just joking. Let's talk about this fight, Marcel. Bantamweights. Corey Sandhagen taking on Mario Batista. Really, really good fight here too. Awesome fight. Odds for this one we have Corey's minus 140, Batista plus 120. All right, I think it's gonna be close. You know what? I'm gonna take a dog. I'll do a dog pick here. I'll take Batista by decision. I think he's just been on a roll, dude. And Corey's a good fighter, but I think he's beatable, dude. And I think Batista will mix and takedowns. So that's why I think he wins the fight. Now I know that they fought before and Corey submitted Batista, right? But it was 7 years ago. I think it's just
his debut.
Yeah, I don't think you can even really take much from it personally. But yeah, I mean Corey's a great fighter. I would say even, but. I think Batista's just right now. I think he's the better fighter, and it's 29-28 again, Marcel. Either way, could be split. I think he wins a close decision, but I think he'll mix in some takedowns and get his hand raised by split. That's my pick. What do you think?
So I thought about this fight a lot actually because I was like kind of in doubt what I was going to pick,
Sure.
But. Man, I gotta go with Sandhagen still.
Okay, I thought you were consensus dog.
I was really thinking about it, man. But it's like, I mean, Batista's really good. Don't get me wrong, and I think he made a lot of improvements since that first fight. So did Sandhagen, but I feel like Sandhagen is a little bit stagnating right now. He's like where he is right now. I don't think he's gonna get better. I think this is a stop. And for Batista, he might still be on the rise. So There's definitely a possibility he wins here, but I think Sandhagen tries to keep him on distance, scores a lot of points probably. I think Batista will try to mix in the takedowns. Sandhagen is not a great ground fighter, we all know that, but he's decent, as long as he doesn't fight guys like Umar who try to keep taking him down, or Marab. And actually Marab was outstriking him even, so that was pretty impressive by Marab back then. I'm picking Sandhagen by decision, but I'm far from sure. It's a super competitive fight, I feel like,
I'll write that down. So you have him by decision. The other way. Fair enough. Yeah, I think it's going 3 rounds. I agree with Sign Collectibles. He said it's going to be split 29-28, 29-20, 28-29, and then 29-28. I think that sounds pretty accurate. Yeah, I think he's worth a dog shot, but we'll see. Beardsley likes Corey, fair enough. Could Royval Lonnie be like Van Royval? Maybe. That was fight of the year, or one of the fights of the year last year. So Mario by split. Yeah, that's the same pick I have. So there you go. Will Royval ever fight for belt again? I mean, he's so far behind these other guys now. Like, he's behind Cop. He's probably behind. Well, he's behind Call. I don't know. I have to look at the division, but he's going to have to win probably this fight at least. Well, if he beats Lonnie, that puts him in the top, keeps him in the top 5. He'll have to win one more, but again, Kop's getting that shot. Pantoja also obviously above him, so Royval needs at least 2 wins, maybe 3 to get that title shot. For 3, Lazy Bid likes Mario too. So there you go, Marcel. There we go. Let's go to the next fight here, guys. Just 2 more fights left. How you feeling? You okay?
Me, yeah, I'm good.
I'm tired, but I'm getting through. I'm tired.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm actually see this nice feature now with the comments. When we show the comments on screen, that's getting gray, and when it's not on screen, it's still white. So I didn't know that.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You see the comment section, when people comment. So when you showed it on screen, the comment is like kind of grayish,
Oh, but if I like that. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. I mean, listen, guys, I want to get every comment. It's just impossible. Yeah. We do pretty good here. I think getting.
I think so too. Yeah.
For sure. All right, let's go to the co-main event here, Marcel. Another one of your favorites, Marcel Paddy Pimblett, taking on Benoit Saint-Denis. Odds for this one: Benoit minus 135, Pimblett plus 115. Yeah, it's a tough one. I think it's a tough one. I don't know your thoughts.
I'm surprised UFC made this fight, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like I think most people think that Benoit could finish this guy, but the odds are close too. So people are betting on Paddy. Paddy's really tough, man. I will say that. Paddy's really tough. I think if Benoit doesn't get him out of there, I think Paddy can kind of overcome it and honestly win one of these Jared Gordon type decisions, Marcel. I'm going to go with the dog. I'm going to take Paddy by decision. I'm going to take him by decision. You probably think I'm nuts, but I think he can honestly survive, and I don't trust Benoit's cardio. So there's right.
I think you're nuts, but because of you picking him, I already thought you were nuts. But yeah, BSD all the way for me, man.
Okay.
I think BSD finished him actually in the first round.
Really? Knockout or submission? What do you think?
Knockout. I think he knocks him out, or he club and sub. You know what I mean? So
has Paddy been knocked out before? I mean, he's got a good chin chuck. Hasn't Cage?
I don't think he was. I don't think he has.
It always could happen. Obviously, I'm just curious. Let me check. Paddy. No, he's been submitted once. Once by Cameron L submitted him, Marcel, in 30 seconds.
Yeah, crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think BSD can finish him, man. I mean, the thing is, like, this is not a favorable matchup for him. He had a lot of favorable matchups in the UFC. This is not one of those. And I think BSD is good. I think a lot of people wrote BSD off, but if you look at the fights he lost, the Poirier fight was dominating Poirier in the first round. Then he gassed out in the second, and he got finished. Against Moicano, he got destroyed early on, but he was coming back. He was coming back in that fight.
Bro, you're one of these guys that's like, if the doctor didn't stop it, he would have won. Come on, man.
Listen, dude. No, you got to be honest, dude. He was getting back in that fight until they stopped the fight. Yeah, he couldn't see, and it was a rightful stoppage. Don't get me wrong, but he was getting back.
What about when Lesio Zaleski dos Santos fucked him up, and that referee?
Yeah, I mean, that should have been stopped. It should have been stopped, that fight.
Fired that ref. This guy's never reffed again in the UFC, right?
No.
Flash whatever his name is, that Russian guy.
Yeah, the guy who got destroyed by Gilbert Eiffel.
That's the guy, yes. I was going to say he's a former fighter.
Yeah.
We'll see, guys. I don't know. I think, most people will pick BSE by finish. But I don't know. Paddy's tough. And I will say this. I think Paddy's lost to Gaethje aged really well. I think it aged well, Marcel. I think it has.
Of course it did.
Gaethje's amazing. So it looks better to me. So we'll see what happens. I think it's an interesting fight. I like the matchup. Yeah. And I will say, it's surprising because if Paddy loses his 2 straight losses, it's not an easy fight. Like, it's not an easy fight at all. He's going to have to overcome a really tough first round. That's by default. So we'll see what happens here. All right, last fight here, guys. Main event, last one, Marcel. We got Conor McGregor making his return against Max Holloway in the rematch, guys. 13 years in the making. Odds for this one, we have. So I want to say this: the odds open Max as minus 550 and Conor plus 420. The odds are way down. It's minus 225 now, Max plus 190 Conor. Tons of money's coming in on Conor. Tons. Now it looks like a little bit's coming back in on Max, which makes sense to me, but tons of it came in Conor. I do think the odds were too high. I mean, minus 550, that was too high. So I think people, plus 420. The Conor not huggers are going to take a shot in that all day. I think the line will drop a bit even more because it's Conor McGregor. So I think people will take some dog shots on. So my thoughts about this fight are like, he's looking good in the training videos, right? He's saying all the right things, but 5 years off, dude, off a broken leg, 37 years old. It's going to be 38. Actually, I think he turns 38 next week. Which is crazy. He's the same. He's 88 birthday like me. But his birthday's 2 days after the fight, I think. 5 years layoff, dude. How often do guys like with that layoff win? They just rarely do. It's just a long layoff. Could Max be washed? Maybe. He looked horrible against Charles Oliveira, right? But completely different matchup. Now, again, the first fight with Conor, he did take him down, right? Like Conor took him down. That was the only fight Conor ever uses wrestling, which is crazy. I remember that fight because I bet on Conor. I bet on Conor in that card. I was like, holy shit, I'm taking Conor. You know what's funny? You know what else I bet on that card? Same card. I think that was my only good bet because I remember I had Yuri Alcantara against Faber, and Faber fucked him up, fraud checked him a little bit. Mark, remember that guy Yuri Alcantara? Remember him back?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
in the main event, I picked fucking Shogun to beat Chael, and Chael submitted.
Yeah.
And I think the other one was I lost on was it Overeem and Brown, and Brown knocked him with that front kick. I think right the same card. The card was sick actually. That was a good card. That was a good card. Anyways,
bro, I actually.
Go ahead.
I still, from that card, I think Conor did a signing at a Boston pub over there, and he signed 50 posters. And a guy I knew from Boston, he was there with his uncle, so they both got one poster, and he actually gave me a poster. So I have one of those 50 posters from Conor when he signed, and it's a full signature. It's not like what he does now. Yeah, it's crazy.
Right, makes money on, but just keep. Is it rolled up? Is it like in a roll?
It's rolled up. Yeah, it's in a roll. Yeah.
Nice. Anyways, Marcel, like Conor's got a puncher's chance, obviously, right? It is at 170, so he's got power, but I don't trust the durability. I don't trust his cardio. If Max can survive the first 5 minutes, which I think he will, I think Max comes back and just I think he finishes in the second round. I'll say that. I think it'll look like the Poirier fight, where Poirier just fucked him up. So that's my opinion about this one. I think Conor gasses out and gets knocked out. I'm going to take Max second round knockout. I'm assuming you're taking Max by knockout too, right?
So yeah, of course. I mean,
what round though? What round are you taking him?
Yeah, I'm also picking second round. I think Conor will probably have still the gas in the first round, and then you don't have the gas anymore in the second. So yeah, I'm picking him. I'm picking Max as well. Listen, UFC Dana White is fucking praying that Conor somehow is able to win the fight, so they can make him versus Islam or the winner.
I think they're going to do Gaethje and Conor. I think they do Gaethje versus Conor.
I don't think Conor goes back to 155, dude.
I think for the Gaethje fight, it's the biggest fight they can make. I think it's the biggest fight they can make, personally.
Okay.
That's my opinion. So we'll see. But I think he gets a title shot either way. Would you? That's happening, right? Conor, he's skipping the line.
If he wins. Oh, yeah, for sure, if he wins. Yeah, man. Dana White is already jerking up under the table to hope Conor wins, of course.
He's right corner, right, for this fight. So
sorry,
he's right corner or what corner is he? Right corner.
Right corner. Yeah, and probably Dana's probably in this corner. You know what I mean? So
McGregor versus Holloway. I know he beat him the first time, but it's just weird to me.
It's the same with Jones against Gane. When Jones came back, it also didn't make sense. They do that sometimes, but that's the show. That's why they show heavily biased. I think they also
Pereira versus Gane, right? Yeah. That was
exactly the same.
You were so pissed about that.
I don't like that. It's like you have nothing proved at heavyweight yet. Why should you be in the red corner? You know what I mean?
I agree. Who's next for Conor? I think Gaethje. And if he loses, maybe they could do him into Poirier. That's also a big fight, I think, too. Again, I think he loses these guys, but, it's an interesting fight. It's not going the distance. Antoine got him by knockout. Interesting.
Do you know how many?
Yeah.
Do you know how many fights Conor has left on his contract?
One after this.
One after this, so he probably fights one, and then he goes to UFC.
Maybe they wouldn't do him against Gaethje or Islam, because if he wins, then he just probably does boxing or something. Or maybe he goes to MVP MMA. Yeah. Could be his last fight in the UFC. If he loses, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if it's the best matchup they could have did personally. You know, sorry, I just dropped my water, but it was empty at least. I finished it.
You
I
just
kind of like
beat your
that.
pants.
I kind of like the Protest fight a little better, to be honest. I think that was more fun, but
Yeah. True.
But it didn't happen. And Protest would have fucking destroyed him. Although I do think Max knocks him out with like volume, because that's what Max does. So this thing's just blowing everywhere. I'm getting really angry now.
you know that's Rikio. It's under the table because it's above the table. Paramount wants to broadcast it. You know.
You bastard. All right, let's go do the picks recap, Marcel, for our boy at MMA Predictions Tracker. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you doing that, brother. Let's go through it. Let's go through the card. All right, so we both took Alessandro Costa. We both took him Alessandro Costa, but I took him by knockout. Marcel to set decision. We both took Ryan Gandra by knockout. We both took Farid Basharat by decision. We both took Damian Pinas by knockout. I took Wang Tong by decision. Marcel took a dog here with Cortez by decision. Both took Luke Riley by decision. Both took Adrian Yanez by knockout. Both took Gable Steveson by really quick knockout. I took Whittaker by knockout. Marcel said Whittaker decision. We both took Terrence McKinney knockout. I took Lonnie Kavanagh decision. Marcel took Brandon Royval decision. I took Mario Batista as a dog by decision. And Marcel took Corey Sandhagen by decision. I took Pimblet as a dog by decision. Marcel took BSD by knockout. And we both took Holloway by knockout. So I had two dogs. Two, and you had... we had two. Yeah, we both had two, I think, right? So yeah, we both had two dogs, Marcel. Interesting.
Yeah, I think Luana Santos will like us. Yeah.
I would take a few dogs, but yeah. Connor Chandler. Yeah, I mean that's possible. Chandler Ilya versus Connor. I think it's possible too. I really do. I think all these fights are. What are you sending me? These WhatsApp? What are you saying?
I sent you the Connor. They're the color poster. I sent you.
Oh, I thought it was just a picture of you. Can people see? I didn't look down. I'm like, why did you send this for?
So I was waiting for you over here. So you're like, yeah, that's the Connor picture, the poster.
Cool.
So I was waiting for you on here to come on. You said I'm coming on, but you restarted your computer.
I had to restart my computer. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. That's what happened. That's hilarious. I didn't see that picture. That's why I was like, wait, why are you saying this to me, dude? Pernos, I'm not sure. I mean, hopefully. Anyways, let's finish up here, Marcel. We're gonna do fight announcements, guys. We'll take some comments for like 10 minutes. Yeah. I'm really tired. Marcel is too, but we do want to give you guys some bonus coverage here. So we'll do the fight announcements for 10 minutes. So let me end this show, guys. Thanks again for joining us for the UFC 329 preview, and we'll talk to you guys in a minute for the fight announcements. And if not, we'll see you guys next week. So make your decision on that.